Hello. Mr. Shridhar, are you able to see this?
Yes, sir. I can see your screen. I'm getting your desktop screen.
Okay, desktop screen is there, right?
So go to the function and click on show screen.
Browser is visible to you?
No, sir. In your panel, click on sharing and then show screen. Click on show screen.
Can you please repeat it again?
I made you presenter. Click on start screen. Yes, now I can see your screen, sir.
Okay. Okay, shall we start?
Yes, sir. Please go ahead.
Hi all. Sorry for the delay with some internet issues. So I'm Mr. Nataraj, CEO of Watson Technologies. So here we'll be presenting about the software called Report Analytics as Successive Node. See, what this software brings is bringing software automation in the field of education. Currently, Indian education system is slowly adapting to the software technologies, and recent trends like say outcome-based education or accreditation with the latest parameters involves lots of calculations and computation intensive. Because of that, the software assistance is required by many of the institutes. So here we'll present the software and we'll give a quick overview of what are the features there. You can just let me know if any questions is there at the end of this session. And coming to this, for an recent outcome-based education, based upon our survey, it takes 625 man days to do a report for a single program. That is, say for example, BTech EEE. For that, creating MBA accreditation report takes 625 man days. So that is what this will solve. And apart from that, pedagogically, it gives lots of improvement to give teaching learning practice for the institute. So there will be a home screen for any user who logs in, and based upon the user's credentials, they will be in a hierarchically placed, like instructor, module coordinator, program coordinator, and admin. So there will be a dashboard which will give all the information that if this person is a HOD, they will know that if the faculties have not completed assessment, no rubrics is being done, or if any course outcome is going down, all those information will be there. And all the faculty information is required not just by NBA, by NAC, and even for the institute's operational activities. What we have did is we did a simple panel like a Gmail or a Yahoo, where the faculty without very less training, they can just go through their user profile and fill some basic details. And if you look the details closely, say for example, designation, professor, and say for 2011, they can add, and they can add any number of designations. So, and then highest qualification, same applies here. What is the doctor degree or master degree, everything. And you can also see that there will be helpful text which will be hidden if it is typed. What has to be typed will be given. And similarly, teaching load, publications, PhD guidance, and 1 day program, 2 days, 5 days program, teaching development. It is clearly mentioned 1 day program, this information will not be taken for accreditation. 2 to 5 days, all the information needs to be taken. So what we have effectively done is, if you look closely into this, say whatever the informations NAC, NBA, and even ABET accreditation international bodies require, we have segregated and presented in an easy user entry way. So the faculty don't have to worry about getting some more. What is the accreditation manual for ABET? What is the accreditation for manual for NBA? They can just fill up these things and be confident that most of the information is required to be captured in this user panel itself. And for an institute point of view, the HOD or the principal or the admin don't have to run behind desks to get key critical information about the faculty. Everything they can get it if the user profile is filled. And coming to the next thing, which is the critical part of this product as such. So the outcome-based education, how it is being automated. So the first step for outcome-based education is PEO. And you can see that there will be a very easy navigatable way. And this is according to the rights. For example, if an instructor cannot add PEO and all, only HODs or the principals can do that. So if they click on add PEO, whatever is required, attainment level, target, statement, and mapped mission. This PEO, which mission it is mapped and with what weightage, and how consistent with mission this statement is. And this also we are giving some helpful text here, and if you type it will go off. So all this, and including say any error message will be popping up immediately. So what it means is, if you want to create a PO, this is what the things are required. There is no more stuffs required. Similarly, if you go to program outcomes, and if you click on add PO, PO is there, attainment level, target, statement, and what GA it is mapped to, that is graduate attributes. I'm assuming that all the attendants know exactly what is outcome-based education and what is the pedagogical stuff behind that. And this PO, to which PEO it is mapped. So the user can just click on this and they can select the weight. And if the user is doubtful what is this, they can just go to the mouse and it will say what is this PEO. And if this PO has to be changed to PSO, because now recently India, NBA has given a program-specific output, you can just click on this, and this will automatically change to PSO based upon the number. So if it is changing to PSO 3, that means already 2 PSOs are there. And the best part is, you can see attainment levels, targets, scores, attainment percentage also. And as said before, this is the toughest part. And if you find that, okay, some attainment level is having an issue, and if you want to check whether the attainment levels, if you increase or decrease, whether it gives some effect on your PO, you can just click on the PO at any moment, and you can just say attainment level instead of 65. You can see that now the attainment percentage is 87. I'm just clicking on PO1 and changing this attainment level as 70%. That is, I'm increasing the strength and updating and save changes. So what effectively now it does is, it goes through all the courses of 8 semesters of that batch, complete batch. And it calculates each of the courses, what CO it is mapped, what assessment tools it is mapped, direct, indirect, every computation it does. So that's why it takes close to 1 minute it will take normally. And it will immediately update, okay, just adding 5% of attainment level, the institute's attainment percentage went down to 46%. So this is a very effective tool for quickly checking what attainment level to be properly set in place and providing proper reasons also. And then once the program outcome and PEO is set, the next step is course outcome. We have courses listed. Actually, this is a demo purpose program, but we have loaded with actual data, dummy data. And all some 8 semester courses have been uploaded. And we have, if you click on this close, we have 2 panels, course outcome and assessment tools. Course outcome, you can just click on add course outcome, and you can see COs will be automatically numbered. And then what is the attainment level, target, you can just enter, statement. And this CO with what content delivery it is mapped to. You can just say, I'm going to conduct this with lecture or seminar. And then this CO with which PO it is being mapped, high, low, medium, and which PSO it is mapped. If you want to do that also, you can do it and create it. Once created, it will be like this. And here you can just click on this. As said before, it's clicking on edit and other stuff, it's right based. Your instructor will not have these rights. Only your HODs and program coordinators will be having rights. So if CO is clicked and you can see the attainment level target and class attainment percentage is very low, 39. And you can see this CO in what way it is being taught and what PO it is mapped and what and all assessment tools that is being used for this particular CO. So this faculty has used internal exam and semester projects. And as said before, at any point of time, you can edit it from a HOD level. Even if an instructor edits it, it will go for an approval. And you can try to change the attainment percentage, say 75 if you just put and change the connection and then update it. This guy will automatically compute with all the assessment it is mapped to and will immediately give you what is the CO score. So as you could see, just 5%, sorry, 10% reduction gave you from 39 to 60%. So this is also quite a good feature, and you can constantly monitor your CO, where it is going, how it is going. And once program outcome and the PEO and CO are created, that is the structure of this system. So for the structure of the system, what is the input is assessment tools. So if you have assessment tools, we have multiple ways actually. Say we have a place where any institute can define their own assessment tools. So it's not fixed or only we can do that. Any institute can just click on add and they can write whatever they want, and they can. So if you could see name, description, and frequency, because frequency is asked by many of the accreditation agencies. So we have made sure that meticulously all the inputs are captured. And once, if you add here first series, second series, home assignment, and if you click on add assessment, this will come in the category. So based upon your addition, this guy will automatically be updated. And if you want to delete it also, you can delete it. And you can just add to any, say for example, internal exam, and you can say this is August internal exam. And you can just say when you're going to conduct the exam. All this information can be, say if the faculty says 31st I'm going to conduct the, 31st I'm going to conduct the exam. The institute HOD will receive the intimation that if it is not conducted, delayed or something like that. So pedagogically, you can just monitor every activity that is going across your institute from a HOD point of view. And we have made questions as tasks. That is any question. Say for example, say this is the one subject describe number systems and other stuff. So you can just say binary code, define binary code or something. And that will carry 2 marks maximum, and you can connect the CO to CO1. So the biggest advantage of this is you can connect to as many COs you want. And if you want to just add any number of questions also, you can just add it. Any number of questions you can add it. There's no restrictions in that. And after creating that, say for example, say STA analysis, subject, if you add, and you can say 15 marks, and you can just say only for CO6 it is mapped. So all those things you can do, and you can just create it. Once it is created, you can just edit the marks of each of the students. In the meantime, I will show another thing, which is this is conventional, that is our regular exams and other stuff. There is also a new thing which is required and mandated by NBA called rubrics. So many of the new faculties will not be aware of what rubrics is. Rubrics is like you give upfront information to the student so that they know exactly what to do. Because since outcome-based education is slightly subjective in nature, if you give seminar and one student might complain that, Professor, why I am getting 60 marks and that person is getting 80 marks. So to avoid that, Western nations have followed rubrics, and we are also following it. So here it is very convenient to follow rubrics. You can even have level of performance 3, 5. Many things will be very custom adjustable from the user end itself. And we are giving templates. So seminar template preparation. So if referred 5 or more papers, I will give the student 4 marks. That is exceptional. If referred only 1 paper, I will give the student 1 mark below average. Eye contact. Doesn't maintain eye contact all the time, I will give 2 marks. Audibility, not audible even to the audience in the front, I will give 0 marks, poor category. All those things you will clearly give the input before to the student itself. And at any point of time, you can just click print rubrics. And all this is happening right away in the cloud. It is not like uploaded previously. So you could see that everything is printed like this, and you can just give it to your class board or your notice board. And the student knows not just this, they also always see what is CO, what is CO. So something called CO is being measured. So they also know what is this outcome-based education. And after this, you can just click on edit marks, and you will see the list of all the students who are registered to this course. And this is actually mobile compatible also. So you can just go to your class with a smartphone and let the student present, and you can just click on audibility, above average, below average, and give above average for preparation. 62.5 marks is awarded, and there is no confusion whatsoever to which marks it is. And here, the same thing applies here. Even in rubrics, we connect these COs to the respective rubrics. So if you give 62.5 marks, this rubrics which okay, this is assessment detail, this test so and so, date conducted, and how many students attended, and what is the number of questions you asked, what is the score. And each can be, you can also see this course outcome CO1, how it is, 32 not attained, 31 attained. So this CO1 is good, okay. But CO4, I'm seeing not attained 22, attained 41. So there is some problem in this. 22 students have gone down. And you can even see this course outcome, how many students scored in the range of 80 to 90, 70 to 80, 60 to 80. So it gives very granular approach. And see here, CO2, lots of the persons are below 50. And you can even know who these students are and try to pedagogically support the students. And we are not stopping even here. Not just, we are going a level further, question wise. So as said before, the task is question for the two. So question 1, the students performed good, but question 2, the students are not performing good. So the faculty can understand whether any particular question is very tough for the student to understand, and because of that, the entire course outcome is brought down. So that much level of analysis can be done. And finally, we also give a sheet which can be given to your mark entry or the notice board or the regular purpose. And we are not stopping here. See, one biggest problem which in outcome-based education is, see, it is always computed, PO is computed always after 4 years. So at the end of the 4th year, the institute will be no longer in a position to change the threshold or level, or if something goes slow, they will not be able to find out. But here, we are providing an option called low course outcome, which is in the approval notification to be the low course outcome, low target. And if you click on that, you will get this, where, so this particular subject, this particular stuff, demo stuff, this CO, they have set it 60, but if they have attained only 57. So beyond that, we don't go. So this, after this, only HOD and the coordinators have to analyze, and they have to make sure that this course outcome for this subject is maintained properly. Since this information is obtained even after the first cycle test, if the institute reaches the semester exam, the CO will be definitely good. And we are also having surveys. So if you click on surveys, you can select the department, and that department students and their email IDs will be listed. You can conduct surveys for all, or you can select only few students and conduct that also. And we are also providing, as before, there is lots of confusion from the faculty side how to conduct survey. So we are having 4 surveys which is generically asked in NBA ABET. So course and survey, you have listed a few questions. We have pre-selected questions we have listed already, and you can just click on that and you can add it also. And graduate exit survey, if you change it, you can see this questions itself will be changing. So the time provided. And then employer survey, if you change, this question should be changing. And here also you could see that graduate exit survey will not have an employer column. And if you select employer, you will have an employer. But we have not added any email IDs, so don't want to go into some litigation issues. But if you add it, that employer email ID will be coming here. So employer survey, what needs to be asked, we give some pre-selected question. So you can just click it and you can just say add to survey questions. It will be added. It is not like that. You can even add your own questions also. And as said before, it is mapped to PEOs because it is employer survey. And here also you can change anything, and here also you can change anything. And if you say request feedback, the end survey answerer will have a box, text box where they can type their comments and send it also. So finally, the survey will be looking something like this. They will be just having questions, and they can select anything they want, and they will give submit. After that, this particular mark, which PO, PEOs or COs it is going, it will be automatically going and it will be computed in the background. So this is the overall of the what is the system we have in place. Now coming to the reports. So reports is quite an interesting part for our side. So what we have as reports is, we after completing all these tasks, you can click on course report, and this is a FCI report, and NBA asked this, ABET Accreditation asked this. What is this? It's a course report, which stop took it, what is the time, semester, everything. And this CO to which PO it is mapped. Based upon the input you give, initially we map it and we print it here, everything properly. And this CO, what is the threshold you set and how much attained. So it is given in a neat way so that the user can understand it easily. And the accreditation committee also can just quickly glance it and understand what it is. And what is the CO? Every CO is being printed. And after this, recently NBA has asked for what is the course outcome, what assessment tools is used, how it is measured. So here we are giving it as an appendix. For CO1, 2 tools have been used, assignment, internal exam. And in assignment, this is the marks attained by each of the students. And then we go to internal exam and we say this is the marks attained by each student. Similarly, we continue for CO2, like that it goes for every. So this report in a single page, you can just give it to the accreditation committee if they want, if they are visiting. And course outcome by batch, say this is also very useful. The HOD or the program coordinator or the institute faculty also can see how their COs are performing. If they see something like CO 0, then they can immediately take action what to be done. And we are not stopping with this graphical. We are giving CO for every individual student. Each of the student, what are the CO levels? Okay, this 0 is particularly made to for demo purpose. Show no institute will have like this. And similarly, we have PO PSO by batch. So each of the program outcome, what is the score? So this will be very useful for the HODs and the admin and the MBA coordinator to see quickly, okay, what is going on. If something is really bad or something is 100%, 90%, then that is also an issue. All those things can be easily seen. And the best part is we are giving POs for every individual students. So this is actually implausible in a manual task, not impossible, implausible. So manually conducting 8 semesters and all the courses and all the COs to POs mapping itself is tougher. And calculating POs for every individual student. So that's why even accreditation committee are not mandating it. But if an institute shows something like this, every student I'm calculating the PO and this is the PO score. So this student is really bad, but this PO it is very good. Those are really a turning thing for this. And POs or attainment by batch. So here you could see that there are few POs which is having good scores, but lots of POs are zeros. The reason is based upon our one of the client, like they attended the complete COs POs mapping manually, and they have XLS and everything. But when NBA visit comes, they randomly asks accreditation wise, okay, where is this particular course outcomes material? Please bring the assessment proofs. And when they search, the assessment was not there. So if you see an incomplete assessment here, and if the HOD misses, if the faculty misses, if the accreditation coordinator misses, this PO report will definitely stare in them right before them and say that something is wrong, because PO will not be computed unless complete assessment is sorry, I missed it. Complete assessment is satisfied. So this is also a security feature we're having so that college gets exactly what POs they have done. And another important part, which is for pedagogically important thing, is based upon the connections you gave initially, each subject can be seen which way of teaching, which way of approaching the students is better to give the good scores. For example, if lecturing and seminar, lab exercise, which gives important. And if seminar is not at all giving good score for this particular batch, then the faculty can understand that, okay, this batch is not at all understanding seminar, let me go for some other method. So that level of information also can be got pedagogically. So you can get complete information of your students and the teaching methods and teaching learning improvements in a single platform. And another critical report which is being generated is every student, their POs is given, their POs and PSO also will be given. If PSO is not given, it will be 0. And we are not stopping here. What we are doing is, we are going from 3rd semester. So this is a complete list of the PO score. From 3rd semester, what subjects they have studied and what is the COs they have attained. And this goes for all the subjects. And what is the advantage of this is, say for example, if a faculty is going to teach DSP, digital signal processing, in 7th semester, and if they want to know the students whether they are good in basics, he or she knows that, okay, in 3rd semester the students would have studied signals and systems. So that faculty can just go through the reports of the batch of the students and see whether they have really understood signals and systems well. Else, if they have not understood, if the CO score is lower, then they will start with basic Laplace transforms and other things, and then they will go for advanced thing. They will spend more hours. So all this is for improvement of the pedagogical and how it is being done. And this is completely given for every semester. And this even can be used for the tutors or the mentors of the students. Like 20 students will be there under one mentor. Even for parents teachers meeting, it can be used. And to micro level, granular level, to get information about a student, this can be achieved. So this is the most important feature of the student report. And we are not stopping here. Finally, what we are doing is we are giving an tantamount SIR. Tantamount meaning it's not exactly the same. That is, it is not a original thing, but it is almost equivalent. So you could see for Tier 1 criterion B, like for NBA accreditation, what they have given, we have listed down everything here. And mission we have captured from the tool, and mission we have captured and we are printing it here. And we are giving lots of blue text also. That is, if something is to be changed, we give information. So the faculty or the institution doesn't have to run through consultants or manuals and check how the other colleges have done. In this report itself, they can get a clear idea of what is this, what has to be written. And even they can use the same text, but we advise them not to use it. They can edit it and use it. And PEOs to mission, what is the mapping and how it is mapped. And then criteria 2. And you could see all the LTPs, everything will be captured and it will be printed here. And you could see some high numbers, since it is demo, we will be always giving some demo purpose. And curriculum, how it is computational. Whatever the NBA asks, what is the accreditation, even ABET accreditation report, whatever the criteria they're asking, COs, what COs it is from all the subjects, you want to CO6, what is attained or not attained. If a HOD sees something like this, not attained, no, everything, then he or she knows that some problem is there and they will immediately go and fix it. And this is what has to be seen. Yes in everything and no in very less amount. So all those subjects can be analyzed. And the best part is, say these things, this format, it keeps on changing. NBA keeps on changing the formats. ABET keeps on changing the format. And institute doesn't have to worry about that. They will be teaching and they will be conducting assessment and they will be entering the assessment marks here. It will be centralized stored, and whatever the format that is being changed, it will be automatically updated in the system. So here the frequency is a new thing which is being added, and if the institute sees that, okay, for these 3 assessment tools I am not using the frequency, they will immediately add it. So this is a thing that is clearly advantageous over this. And this SIR report, I say currently the accreditation bodies are making it very stringent. For example, NBA is requesting for annual SIR. Previously, if the institute gets 5 years accreditation, after 5 years only they have to submit SAR. But now it is every year they have to submit, and the institute has to know where they stand. So this SAR report, which is obtained in this tool, can be obtained daily also. Even daily you can check what are the POs, what are the COs level, and course-wise how it is performing to the POs mapping. Everything you can check it, and students' performance you can check it, and success ratio, like whatever the format they have been asked, and you could see there will be blue text also in between, and faculty information, which faculty joined at which year, what is the designation of it, of him or her, and what is the student faculty ratio, faculty's competencies, and what is the research paper they have published. Everything will be printed out. And say, for example, 6 months after now, you are going to submit an SIR report or accreditation. And if you see something like this, okay, faculty training, this is a thing. And if you are seeing 000 here, then this is something which is easily obtainable. That is, you can send your faculties immediately for a training next 2 months and get scores here. So that is the way this reports will be really helpful to get the futuristic view of where you stand and what areas you need to fix. So it is not like exact SAR report. You cannot get the exact SAR report at the final stage. You can check it every day and say where you can develop, where you cannot. So it's a complete thing. And sixth criteria, so there are few criteria you have missed also, like for example, facilities and technical support. So this currently all the institutes already has it, like what lab they have, what is the instrument they have. So currently we don't give it, and we give a clear information, but we are planning to bring that also in place. And similarly, criteria 7, and this is something very new, first year academics. So as you could know, first year academics came very recently, but the data was there. And if this is something very recently introduced, the faculty has to spend their lots of valuable time, research time, teaching time into this. But here, they don't have to do that. Already the data is there. If the MBA changes the format, introduces a new component, this tool will take that previously entered marks and just print it out here. So that is how it is complete, user-friendly, and also pedagogically you can know where exactly you stand. And we also have a very solid choice-based credit system, CBCS, where you can say from which date to which date, and including 1 minute of time, you can open the window and you can submit courses for publishing, and the students can log in with their login ID and they can register. And it is very stringent, like you can add the categories based upon minimum, maximum credit level, and even grade 0 to 50 upgrade, and you can add any grade, and all this is like up to you, like you can change it. Say meaningful validation will be done. For example, if this is 65, this cannot be 65. So those things will be done by us, but you can even have a grade 65 to 66 and say that is a CSA or something ASA, and you can even give grade point 8. So this will be your, we are having an exam module, and this will be printing out the exam results like this. So that is where, and as you could see, this control panel will be in a complete control only with admin level, and we have a course publishing, and you can see who is published, and billing approval. If the students have paid the fees only, they can register the courses. If not, they cannot register course. And attendance edit approval. That is, if the faculty has, we have set a timeline. Actually, our customers have asked the timelines. Daily, the attendance should be logged. And if the faculty missed to do the attendance, they have to get a permission from the HOD, and then we can do that. And lots of report in CBCS also, like category-based reports, like how the students have approached, or which faculty they have registered logged, and registration details, course mark screen, and on permission, that is that OD on duty for the students that can be given, and semester registration, and attendance update, and also assessment update approval. So this is a neat feature we have, that is, if a faculty has submitted a mark, they cannot change it. The faculty cannot change it. If they want to change it, they have to approach HOD and get the official permission. And after HOD gets permission via this link, say that is, if you click on this, they will just say which department and which program, which assessment tool. That is micro level you can give. If faculty gets a permission, I want to change something. If you give permission for cycle test 1, they cannot change for project work. So that level of protection is there. This is completely based upon our clients and which semester, and you can search it and you can give approval for that faculty alone. So such a stringent monitoring is also done from the management point of view, from the HOD and the principal's point of view. So this is the overview of our tool, the product as such. And we are proud to say that we are not just a software organization. We are actively involved into education research. And we are the only company who got a research paper being published in CDAO International Conference in Finland, so in 2016, last year. And currently our customers are like esteemed universities like Anna University in Tamil Nadu and Beltech universities and few other colleges also. So this is the basic overview. If you have any doubts, you can shoot it. I hope I completed before time. Sorry, I rushed quickly because of the time. Please shoot the questions. Sridhar, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Your voice is breaking actually.
Okay, okay. So yeah, I think we completed the complete overview, how it helps in pedagogy, how it helps in accreditation, how it helps in monitoring granularly, student-wise, faculty-wise. So if you have any questions, please let me know.
Participants can raise a question by typing it in questions window so that we can have questions one by one. As such, we do not have any question. Let's wait for a couple of minutes.
Okay.
We do have one question, like what is the name of this software?
So our software is actually called Report Analytics as Incisive Note. That is RAIN. So I can just show you how it is looking. So you are able to see the screen, right?
Yes, we are in a position to see your screen.
So this, so our organization is called Watson Technologies, and see, this is the software name. RAIN. It's easy to remember because RAIN, if it comes only, plants will grow. So that is input and outputs, outcome-based education. So report analytics as incisive note. We do lots of analytics and we report it incisively without any. And this is our website, and you can say Watson Technologies, and you can just see the testimonials and the products and other things also here. So this is our software name as such.
We are having one more question. Is demo version available?
So demo version is unfortunately not available. Only for one bad incident we had. Actually, one advantage is in one of the colleges we gave demo. Within 5 days, the accreditation report can be generated. So that is the power of this report. After they generated it, they just blocked the service. So after that bad incident, we stopped giving demo purpose because within maximum of 2 weeks, that college was really fast. Within 5 days they completed, but maximum of 2 weeks, everything can be done. So that's why, because everything is uploadable in XLS, CSV, you can upload it, you can download it. Any CSV, you can just push it into the tool. So that thing and all I haven't shown in the demo, but because of that features, bringing up and getting the accreditation reports is very fast. So that is the reason we stopped giving demo versions. But yeah,
please continue, sir.
Yeah, but see, it can be taken from our clients, because normally any institute will be afraid what is the quality of the tool. See, it is being used in MIT, Madras Institute of Technology, Anna University, for the past 1 year, and they have even submitted the reports to the accreditation committee when they came. So, and that is the level of the tool, and even for Tech University, including the complete CBCS, it is being used. So it's used in university levels, not just in a single college. University complete maintaining of all departments, all students in choice-based system is being done in two big universities in Tamil Nadu. And even in North, we have approached and we are in a very good phase, but I cannot reveal those names now. But two of our customers are MIT and Tech, which are very prominent, and they will not take anything lightly or easily, unhonesty.
Okay, we are having one question.
Yes.
You can create a NAC report for any college in a different output as far as format is concerned, or specifically a few predefined formats.
Sorry, Shridhar, actually, your voice got broken. I couldn't hear it.
Yeah, as far as NAC reports are concerned, are you providing NAC reports with a predefined formats, or you are customizing as per the requirement of colleges?
So currently, we provide NBA reports, which is as per NBA manual only. NAC report, it is under development only, and that is according to whatever we see it in NAC manual. So we don't deviate from the manuals, but I could quickly show one thing. But as said before, it's not like, say, here is the essay report. We give complete freedom to the institute. So here it is, say, it is according to what NBA wants, but you can just click on it and you can just change it. So that is the level of freedom we give, but we don't violate what NAC or NBA gives. Say they require these things, we give exactly like that. So NAC or NBA, according to the colleges, we won't change it, but we give some level of freedom, which NAC and NBA gives. That level only we give. We don't give a complete freedom, because it will be they may change something and their accreditation score might go down. So we have a strong accreditation panel people also on board, so that we make sure that the college gets a good score. So we will not compromise on anything which affects that.
Your voice is breaking. We are not in a position to hear you.
Oh, sorry. So actually what I was saying is NAC or NBA, we have a NBA report only clearly, completely. NAC we are developing, but we don't give complete freedom to the college. We follow exactly what NAC or NBA or ABET, what is being, they are saying, we follow that strictly. But we give some level of freedom. As I said, you can just edit this SAR report and you can change this, but we don't give a complete level of freedom. Complete customization is not given because it might affect their accreditation score. So based upon the accreditation panel committee members we have in our company, we make sure that whatever is sensitive, we don't touch that. Even if the college requests for editing, we won't touch that. We give a clear definition of why we should not touch that.
Next question is, what will be the approximate of this tool? One time, or do they require to have a renewal every year?
So actually, there are like both the options are available, and one time there will be a payment, and after that it is like a complete institution level. There is no limitation of number of students or number of departments. Like that, the cost doesn't vary. One college, one license, and first year the annual maintenance cost will be completely free, and from the second year onwards we collect a very small amount of AMC, annual maintenance cost. The reason is very simple, because we constantly upgrade the tool. If NBA report changes, NAC report changes, or we also do some education research activities, we bring in that also inside the tool every now and then. So because of that constant updations, we have that. But any customer will be finding it quite surprising if they know what is the cost of it. But unfortunately, I don't have a permission to say it on this board. They can just bring a mail to us even in our website, and we'll be happy to share that information privately.
Thank you. Natraj, as such, we are not having any more questions.
Okay. Okay.
We don't have more questions. So any last comments from your side before we conclude?
Yes, like only thing I want to emphasize is, as said before, this product automates accreditation, automates pedagogy and all. But one thing we have dedicated ourselves is making sure that education quality improves. So if you see lots of the reports we give, many of the reports won't even be required for accreditation, but it will be for monitoring and how to develop the quality. So that is something we are very strong, and the product is being developed to close to 3 years, but we marketed only last year extensively, and we are doing very less amount of marketing also. Main theme is to approach only colleges which are interested in education quality and improve the quality. So that is our thing, and you can any college, what are the features they want, which will they feel it will improve the quality of Indian education system. They are free to inform us, and we'll be happy to include that feature and develop in the tool. So that is also possible. That's the final thing. And I really thank all of the attendees for spending their valuable time and their questions, and the organizing committee also for arranging this session. Thanks a lot to all. If any information, please go to our website, watsonet.com, Rain Software, and just let us know.
Your voice is breaking again.
Oh, sorry. So what I was saying is, so this product is not to be treated as a software automation, but we treat it as a education quality improvement for engineering education, especially. So if you have any feature request which you feel that it will be very good to be added for improving Indian education system, we will be happy to hear from you to include that and develop it also. So you can go to our website and ping us. We'll be happy to hear. And I thank all of you for spending your valuable time, and the organizing committee also to arranging this wonderful session to showcase what we have. So is that all right now?
It's all right. So with this, we are concluding. Thanks, P. Natraj, for sparing your valuable time, and have a good time to all. Thank you.
Thanks a lot. Bye.